Hello, and welcome to another digital lecture for Salt Lake Community College. This lecture will cover section 4.3 for Introduction to Statistics, comparing quantitative data across groups. There is only one definition in this section that we would like to be comfortable with. When comparing quantitative data across two or more groups, it is sometimes helpful to use side-by-side box plots. This is a traditional graphical tool for comparing quantitative data. Let's look at an example. Here we are given side-by-side box plots for the ACT scores of incoming freshmen at two different colleges. Let's start by writing the 5-number summaries for each of these colleges. Let's do College A together. For College A, you'd like to see that there is a minimum value at 22, a first quartile at 23, a median at 24, a third quartile at 25, and a maximum at 26. So the 5-number summary represented here would be 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Now at this time, I'd like to give you a moment to practice writing the 5-number summary represented by the box plot of College B. It might be a good idea for you to pause the video while you work on this, and then come back when you're done. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I hope you paused the video for a moment. Let's see how we did. For College B, you'd like to see that there is a minimum value at 25, a first quartile at 26, a median at 27, a third quartile at 30, and a maximum at 32. So our 5-number summary for College B would be 25, 26, 27, 30, and 32. Now let's look at comparing the ACT scores for both colleges using these box plots. Which college has a higher center ACT score? Here we would like to see that your center is represented by the median. It separates the lower 50% from the upper 50%. And the median of College A is at 24. The median of College B is at 27. So we can see College B has a higher median than College A. Which college has ATC scores that have less dispersion? Remember, when looking at dispersion, we're looking at this spread of our data. Here, it might be helpful by looking at the box plot lengths, or the range of your data. Box plot A goes between 22 and 26, while box plot B has a range represented from 25 to 32. So we can see that College A has less dispersion or less variation than College B. Last portion. Which college has a more symmetric ACT score dispersion? It's more symmetric. Here it might be helpful to look at the overall shape of your box plot, the whiskers, each of the quartiles. When looking at the overall shape, it's easy to see, or we want to see, that College A looks like it's pretty symmetric across the median, while college B looks like it's more skewed to the right, represented by that longer upper quartile and that higher median. So we can say that college A is more symmetric than college B. This about covers all the definitions in the first portion of Chapter 4.3. If you have further questions, be sure to review the example videos that follow or ask your instructor.